Seems we stood and talked like this before. We looked at each other in the same way then, but I can't remember where. Oh, when you're the clothes you're wearing are the clothes you wore. The smile you are smiling then, but I can't remember where. Oh, when something that happened for the first time seemed to be happening again. So it seems that we have met before and laughed before and laughed before, but who knows where or when. Yeah, this is the Rodgers and Hart song called Where or When. The first time I heard this song is probably from Frank Sinatra singing on TV program or something. Circa probably 1980s. I knew Frank Sinatra long before then. I really loved his Cole Porter LPs and his renditions of, I got you under my skin and all this, one of those things and all these things. I really loved his voice and his singing, but this particular TV program I got to know various occasions. Still, I came to 1976 to the US, and still Frank Sinatra was he's old, he's getting old, but he was still having a concert, and his old program was once in a while broadcasted in the TVs or somewhat. Oh, I looked for it because I was a big fan of Sinatra at the time. But when I saw one of his programs and I listened to this Where or When, I felt like, wow, that is kind of a strange song. Looks like it's not like a Cole Porter, it's not like a beautiful melody or anything, but somehow he really loved that song. And then I kind of made a note that, yeah, this particular song is maybe for some people, some American popular music intellectuals are very popular among them. And much later, I think I found this particular song is sung by many people. And during the course of my infatuation with the Rodgers and Hart, it became one of the most favorite songs. I think it tells you that you met someone, but you loved this particular person so much that you may have met her long time ago, and and you have this recollections of that you talking to this person the same way that you talked at that time, but you don't know when or where. It's a deja vu, right? Okay, so this feeling, the very eerie feeling, I would say, and because of that, I think this particular song is very popular. Much later, like this year, I noticed that rock musician like Supremes came out like early 60s, right? But already they had this particular Rodgers and Hart song albums by Supremes, and I listened to them for the first time today actually, and they Diana Ross mostly sang this Well When very nicely. I think thing is like Diana Ross was so good singer, and somebody trying to promote her as a jazz singer or something. It looks like it, but who knows? I mean, arrangement and everything is like still the same thing as their early hits. And so I don't know their intention to record Rodgers and Hart albums, but I immediately fell in love Diana Ross versions of all these Rodgers and Hart, even though their arrangement is like a rock type of arrangement, early 60s popular rock music. And but nonetheless, her voice is wonderful, and the way that she sang is very nice, very skillful singing there. Also, I found a couple of weeks ago Dion of the Belmonts, I think, also sang Well When, and I think they have like a top 100, top 50 chart hit. And I didn't know that. I never heard of Dion's versions of Well When, but it's very nice, I think. So Rodgers and Hart song became very widely popular among jazz musicians and as well as rock musician. And so I wonder why that is. To me, like I love Rodgers Hart lyrics, which is kind of a very clever lyrics and sad, and mostly he writes about this man's very lonely feeling without his love nearby, or looking for someone but never can find someone, or something like that. So to me, like a Rodgers and Hart song represent Rodgers Hart lyrics popularity, but definitely there's a lot of jazz musicians playing that. Among them, like all those instrumental jazz people playing their music. So definitely Richard Rodgers' melody is also very nice. And as far as I can see, the most jazz musicians recorded composers or whatever is Rodgers and Hart. And I think it's appeal to jazz musician because their Richard Rodgers music, I think it's very jazzy. I would say very jazzy. It's not like a Cole Porter. It's beautiful, very deep, soulful music, but it's more lighter, maybe, and like a singable tunes. I think that's what it is. Yeah, so yeah, I like to, because I have been a big fan of Rodgers and Hart songs, more than anything else. More than any other composers like Gershwin's, Cole Porter, and Irving Berlin. I think Rodgers and Hart is, I would say, my most favorite songs. And so, as I'm getting older, so I like to sing those songs without looking at those lyrics myself. Of course, I don't play guitar, I don't play piano, so I just sing the song without any accompaniment. And I like to sing it without looking at those words. I know the remembering words is very, very difficult when you get older, because even the professional singers, and of course, when I was younger, it was easy to remember one song and some other songs, and but now you're getting older, and it's more difficult. Well, when I realized, I decided, I think, to memorize the whole lyrics. I think I like the song enough to make an effort to memorize it, and finally I got it. But once in a while, when I maybe I have been singing this probably like 3 weeks now by now, trying to memorize, and the lyrics itself is not that difficult. It's very simple, repetitive lyrics, so must be easy, but it took me like a couple of weeks to memorize whole lyrics. And fun to memorize the song lyrics, and that's very satisfactory when you've done that and you are able to sing it without looking at the lyrics. I think that feeling is pretty good, just like you are doing a DIY, do it yourself, and he accomplished some task, just like that. You feel pretty good about yourself. Yeah, so that's probably the only reason that I like to do that. But nonetheless, the Rodgers and Hart lyrics, I would like to sing it, of course, and I like to memorize it because it's so poignant. No lyrics, very sad, but very intelligent, I would say. The way they, the word choice, lime, some of the lyrics there, and so it is kind of very interesting, intellectual, stimulating hobbies there. So I like to do that, and there's so many Rodgers and Hart. I think I love all of them. I have a book, and I love all of his songs because I think it's like a from one after the other, something that you kind of trying to understand what this particular lyrics means and everything, and it's very, very interesting to do so. That happens only for Rodgers and Hart song. it never happened for like George Gershwin or Cole Porter or the Arvin Berlin. And although I love those songs too, but this, like a mind goes to this lyrics is only for Rodgers and Hart. Yeah, so yeah, I felt that is kind of interesting. I would like to study a little bit more about Rodgers and Hart, the life. He kind of passed away early. I think he was probably 30s, even not the 40s, I would say. And so he passed away relatively young. And yeah, I like to know, like he represents like a typical New Yorker, typical New York mentality that I love. Very intellectual side and a very kind of driving driving your life to your heart content, that type of things there. And so yeah,